Failed former President Donald Trump is using the same nonsense talking points that even he doesn't understand, that he promised in 2016, and he's promising them again in 2024. And his followers and loyalists are falling for them. We're going to talk about this in a little bit of detail today. Let's do some thick and meaty policy discussion. If you go to Trump's website, hey, this doesn't take a genius, okay? Go to Trump's website and you look at Trump's positions on issues. And today we're going to look at some of the economic elements that Trump outlines. And what you are going to notice, we're going to start with Trump's bullet point, rebuild the greatest economy in history. You will very quickly see that these are the same promises Trump made in 2016 and 2020, many of which he failed to deliver on, but is now taking credit for anyway, and he's offering it up for 2024. What's the definition of trying the same thing 3 times, even though it keeps failing? I forget what that is. The Trump issues page says Trump passed record-setting tax relief for the middle class, doubled the child tax credit, and slashed more job-killing regulations than any administration has done before. Number one, the tax cuts were not record-setting in any way. There were disproportionately benefits for corporations and wealthier people. The corporate tax rate was cut from 35 to 21%. The tax cuts for individuals expire next year. But this concept of record-setting tax cuts, not record-setting by any stretch of the imagination. Trump did double the child tax credit from $1,000 to $2,000 per eligible child. But if you think that that's good, Biden raised it even more. So if you like what Trump did with the child tax credit, you should really like what Biden did. But they don't. They only liked it when Trump did it. And claiming to cut regulations, including ones that are, quote, job killing, always extraordinarily subjective. Which regulations, they never tell you. We don't know what the hell he's talking about. All right, so that's rebuilding the economy. We move on to fair trade for the American worker. And here it says Trump recognized you can't have free and open trade if some countries are exploiting the system. And it points to Trump doing 3 things: canceling the Trans-Pacific Partnership, replacing NAFTA with USMCA, and renegotiating the one-sided South Korea deal, as well as imposing tariffs on China. Let's not even deal in the immediate with TPP. TPP is complicated. There's pros and cons. Trump did say the U.S. won't be a party to it. Okay, I don't think he really understood it. But Trump focuses here on replacing NAFTA and tariffs on China. I want to remind you that Trump replaced NAFTA with USMCA, which is almost identical, with the exception of some percentage of vehicles built in order to qualify for different pricing. It's very modest differences. He changed it in name. I won't say in name only, but mostly in name. And also remember that the tariffs actually cause inflation. They don't really hurt China in the way Trump thinks they do. And the tariffs were paid by American companies. So same stuff on trade, same failed ideas and lies about what he did. And then thirdly, on the economy, this is still from Trump's website, unleash energy dominance, where Trump's website brags about the U.S. becoming the #1 producer of oil and natural gas and getting so-called energy independence. As a reminder, under Joe Biden, we remained independent when it comes to oil and natural gas production, and we had more oil production than ever before under Biden. I'm not even saying that's good, but we did. And we also had more oil production than any other country last year under Joe Biden. So I'm not bragging about oil. I think we should get off of oil. But if you love oil the way Trump and his followers claim to, Biden was better by their own standards. So we have the exact same promises that Trump made in 2016, or the exact same claims to accomplishments that Trump made in 2020, in 2024. It's 8 years later. Much of the stuff wasn't a good idea to begin with. Much of the stuff Trump is lying about having done, and much of the stuff Trump did was actually bad for the economy. But they are falling for it again. And if you go to the rallies and you see the interviews that Luke Beasley and others do, you see that they believe it. And when you say, well, but what about the fact that he already promised this, or that it was bad for the country, or that he says he did it even though he don't care. He's got the right ideas for 2024. They're falling for it again, and it should make us all extraordinarily concerned about what's going to happen in November. It is time to start thinking like voters and to make sure that kids understand the importance of voting, how it works, registering, ballot initiatives, because so many kids just have no idea. That's why I wrote the new children's book, Think Like a Voter. I can think of no better time and no more important group of folks to try to reach. The book is now available at davidpakman.com/book, where, by the way, you can get the first 2 books in the series as well. Think Like a Detective and Think Like a Scientist. Really important stuff. Donate them to local libraries, classrooms, read them with the kids. davidpakman.com/book.